YouTube and Happy New Year! Welcome back for the third episode on the ClarkeCraft server. We are here outside our chicken farm and I said we were going to check on it first thing this episode to see how many chickens we got. However, I'd like to point out that because it's been New Year's and it's been family time, I haven't been online as much as I should have been. And this area only spawns when a player is in it. So it's not like the farm at spawn, which is loaded constantly whenever the server's on, because that's in the spawn chunks. This one only is loaded if I'm in the area, so it only works if a player is nearby. But that's fine, so it won't be as full as I'd hoped, but we should have something. And yes, we have 17 cooked chickens and 4 feathers. Now I did feed the chickens up there some seeds after the end of the last episode, just to get them going. I'm not entirely sure how many there are, but we did also use some of the eggs from the dispenser to put some more chickens up there. So as you can see, I've changed the farms a bit. You can see that there's more wheat, there's more carrots and potatoes, and with the exception of the potatoes, this crops over here are only for the animals to be fed. I've also put glass over the enclosures to protect them, and as you see, I've bred a whole lot. Trying to get enough books to make a enchanting station of my own. I've coloured some sheep so we can get a few different coloured wools. And obviously we've got enough pork chops going. But we're going to leave the base for today because I know we said that we were going to build the secret part underneath our house today. But I realized that in order to use pistons you need slimes. And in order to get slimes you need a slime farm, or at least a slime chunk where you can get a lot of slimes. So over here on my base I actually found one, and it's a bit rough. It was just a test. And I went all the way down bedrock, and I can actually hear there's a slime for a change. And in this chunk we made a slime farm. Wow, one slime. And I think it's got about 4 or 5 layers. Wow, I hear another one. Oh yeah, medium-sized one. Remember, you just want to do just enough damage to kill them, otherwise you risk not getting slime balls. Hence why I'm using a torch and not a sword. And I heard that if you move 100 blocks away, things should respawn. So what I did was I built a small rail system here. Let me just drop the audio, otherwise it'll get a bit much. All you do is you push the button, you hop in, and it takes you roughly 100 blocks away from the area, and when you come back it should respawn. However, this system does not work. This farm's given me nothing but bad gains. It's only one chunk big, and what I didn't do is I didn't go all around and check the caverns and tunnels in the surrounding areas, meaning that mobs spawn there. Only a certain number of mobs can spawn in each area. And what that does is any mobs that spawn elsewhere detracts from the number of slimes that you can have spawned. This is actually the best this farm's ever worked. So to date this farm has given me less than a stack of slime blocks, which is not good. And like I said, it's only 1 block high. It's very unfinished. It was still going to be worked on, but I've actually decided to scrap this project. It's just not worth it, and I'll show you why in a minute. So as you can clearly see, I didn't decorate, I just made it as functional as possible, and I was a little bit disappointed by the amount of slimes produced. So instead of working on that one, I decided to scrap it, and we are going to head out of our base area now. Just over the hill. Because for what I want to do, we are going to need both slime blocks and sticky pistons, and quite a few of them. Plus, you know, sticky pistons and slimes are always good to have around. That hideous building down there is the culmination of around 6 hours work last night until about 1 o'clock in the morning, trying to get just the basics done before this episode so we could record. What it is you see these cobblestone pillars sticking out the water with torches on. These 6 chunks that are inside these pillars, 4 of them are slime chunks. Now it goes in kind of a zigzag shape, but it was actually easier for me just to cut out, just to make it all 6, as you'll see now. Mining it took about 6 hours and produced a large amount of cobble and other resources. I mean, this is just from this one project. You see the amount of redstone, the amount of coal. You got almost 4 stacks worth of iron. The only thing that's not here is the gold, which I've already taken to smelt because we will be needing that soon. And here you can see all our nice stones like our andesite, our granite, and our diorite. And now here, we actually don't need that, that was a note for me. Here we can see our tunnel. It's 4 blocks wide, which is useful. And it is still rough, we're going to decorate that today. But first of all, I'm going to show you what we've done down below, so we just need to take a jump. And here you have a 6 chunk wide, 3 block high slime farm. Now you have to be in the area for a while for it to really work, but I've had about 10 slimes spawned in this place at one time while I was testing it, so it does work. I've got over a stack of slime just in the last day, since 1 o'clock this morning, just working on this. There we go. Now you got this level here, and like I said, we're going to decorate this today. We're going to make it all up nicely. You go up 1, you've got level 2. Oh, and there is a spider, meaning I haven't lit it up quite enough. To prevent mobs from spawning, you have to keep it lit up. So all you want are the slime spawning. I also went to all the caves around this area and I lit them up properly so no mobs should spawn there. And the second I did that, the spawn rate of the slimes picked up drastically. So I think this is going to work well. I'm not going to bother fixing the floor or the ceiling, but I will do something with the wall, and we will make a nice room down here. I've also gone up and I've mapped out 2 additional levels which I have not bothered mining. If anyone wants to mine it for me, go ahead. All the way up to this level, which is it's the highest that slimes can spawn at 19, so it should be about there. And I also went 3 blocks high because I know they say you only need 2 blocks, but I never had a single large slime spawn in my last one, so I thought no, we'll do it a little bit bigger. Plus it's more fun to jump around down in a 3 block high environment. We have a block of water so we can jump in, but you still have to climb each step manually to get back up. And what I've decided is we're going to have a minecart system that will take you up and down. Lead in here and we'll have some clever way of disposing of the minecarts, and you click a button and the minecart will come back out. You can embark from, say, this point here. I think it'll work quite well. And we'll have a similar system at the top. But before we can do that, we need to finalize our color scheme. So as you can see, we've got cobblestone, granite, I think we've got dirt up top, and that's not good looks wise and aesthetics wise. We also need to decide what we're going to do with the tunnel going down. I have decided that already. I think we're going to use stone bricks for the sides of the tunnel. I think it'll look quite nice. And then torches on every single block like that, just so it gives it a little bit of symmetry when you're looking up and down, which you'll see once it's completed. But of course, doing this is going to take a ton of stone bricks, and as you see, we only have cobble. So what I've come up with is a clever solution for that, which I'm going to build outside because there's not really enough space inside. The server's empty, so I can build it outside safely without anyone trying to steal it, although I do trust the people on the server. What we need is we need some chests, we need some hoppers, and we need some furnaces. I'm going to start off by putting 2 chests down, a double chest, with 2 hoppers coming out the back. We're then going to put 2 furnaces on top of the hoppers, with 2 hoppers coming out the back, as well as 2 hoppers coming out the top. And then we're simply going to put chests on both. What this does is I can fill this top chest here full with cobblestone. That will then be dropped into the furnace, smelted, and then dropped into this chest here, without me having to keep reloading it. And this chest back here is for the coal. So I'll show you is if we come in here, and we will take around that many. How many blocks do I have on me? Okay, I've already made some stone. Let's just put stone in this chest here, so all this stone can go out. Polished andesite can go there. Andesite can go there. And then we're just going to take a few more stacks of cobble. Perfect. So what we're going to do is we first put a coal in the chest, like so. And as you can see, it automatically starts going down, and you will see that it automatically starts filling up the furnaces. And at the top, we'll just dump all the cobble in, which, as you also see, is going down. And the furnace is immediately light. If you look at the bottom, in a second you'll see 2 pieces. You're burning it 2 furnaces at the same time, and they're continuously replenishing themselves. So whatever goes from the top chest will end up in the bottom chest. And I'm going to put a lot more cobble in, probably a whole double chest in the end. And that is going to run while we do some mining. We're going to stay in this area, which is why I've built it right here instead of our base, so that I know it will work continuously and not be unloaded. Put that there. By the way, the way you get your chests right next to each other is you make one of them a normal chest and then one of them a trap chest, and those you can put side by side. In fact, if you look closely, you can see the difference in textures, and that's how you can build yourself a nice looking chest wall. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to put in the steps. I'm going to mine out one side. I'm just going to use a proof of concept on the one side, just see what it looks like. So, I've already gotten some polished granite. Prepped that earlier. Keep that there, that's fine. Nice, those are levers. Do that, perfect. And I think I have one more. It's just 3. Okay, 3 stacks should be fine. Luckily, I could just jump down, and we're there. Right, so when you start down here, and remember, we're going to put a torch on every single small block. Single block. Let's do a few more of these on camera, and then I'm going to just cut away for a while and get back to you when it's finished. So let's just see what it looks like. I think that'll look quite nice. Maybe we could put something at the bottom of the single block just to make it look a bit better. But for now, I think it looks quite decent. Oops. Alright, I'm going to cut away for a while, and I'll get back to you as soon as it's completed. We are going to completely mine out one wall, and I'm thinking of doing this one here. Actually, no, we'll do this one here. And then once we've mined it down, we'll build it all the way back up. With stone stone bricks. Shouldn't be quite nice. I know the rule is you don't mine down, but you know what? I know the wall is solid all the way down, so let's do this. It shouldn't actually take me that long. Then we'll get a feel for what it'll look like. Oh yeah, here's the one cave system I found. While digging down, it is all torched up, so no mobs should be spawning in it. I think I removed any nice ores from it, so we don't have to go back. Should almost there. Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to have our minecart come down, come around, and then it'll come into this room here where it will disappear. So we're going to leave this gap like that. In fact, we can dig all the way down to the bottom here. Just going to leave it like that. Maybe just while we're here and while we think about it, just there we go. Okay, let's hop at the back here. And we're just going to go. Oh, I've already messed up. I have already made a mistake. Now you see, on these two middle blocks, you're going to have powered rails. And to be powered, you need a power source. So in the back of every single block is going to be a lever. So I must just remember that as I'm going up. And we will definitely need more than 16. But that's fine, I've got the supplies up top for that. So there's another one. Oops. Seriously? I'm not going back down for it. So that should be fine. And we have to make sure they're turned on, actually. Should almost be there. And now you see why I'm smelting so much. Oops, I missed a block. So much stone up top. It's because it is a bit insane. The amount of stone bricks we're going to be using for this project. Not to mention the decorations down below. And our last stack, which should just see us to the top, I'm hoping. And yes, it will. Nice. Oops. There we go. And that's one wall complete. I'm not going to do the other walls on camera. That's going to take far too long and will be far too boring for you. So I'll be right back. Right, as you can see, the tunnel is now complete. It actually looks quite nice now that you don't have little patches of dirt and stone everywhere. If we go down, you'll see it looks all uniform. I have changed the bottom here. Let's just go fix the wall again. I've just put polished granite around the bottom because what's going to happen is your minecart will come all the way down around this corner. It'll deposit you here. We'll use an activator rail, which will just knock you off the minecart. It'll come in the back here, which will be closed up, and maybe I'll put a window here so you can actually see how the mechanism works. And then the minecart will disappear, and you push a button and the minecart will come back up. You catch it and up you go. I think that will be brilliant. So now, apart from having to come fix that wall just now, is going to be the expensive part of building the powered rails. That's going to take up roughly half my gold supply, as I said earlier. Should be a full stack of gold just to build. I think it's almost 64 powered rails in the end, but that doesn't include what will be needed at the top and the bottom. So yes, it's going to be a while till that's all finished. Let's go home and we will craft our stuff there. Alright, we're back home. What we need to do first is we need to make some sticks, because I think actually we don't need that many. I think that would do. We need to get all of our, that's fine, all of our gold, and we need a stack of redstone, and we can craft it. Now, the recipe is as such. Ready? Okay, that's fine. Put that there, put that there, and we've got 60 powered rails, which is still not enough. So we're going to make a stack and a half, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's fine. Alright, we have 90 powered rails, sorry. Then we need some activator rails, which require iron. Take a stack of that out. If I'm not mistaken, it is stick, that. 2, 3. Let's just do 2 lots. No? The sticks in the middle with that on either side. I'm just proving once again I can't do redstone on camera. Sorry, I can't do crafting on camera. Okay, I'm wrong again. In fact, it requires torches, which I think I should have. 15, that's great. It's torches, sticks, not redstone, ore and sticks. So we're going to go do... Actually, we only need 1. So it should be fine, you only need 1 per side. So that creates 6 of them. That's great. And then we need a detector rail, which requires stone to make a pressure plate. And then it requires a piece of redstone. And you do get 6 with this, so that's great. And then we got 6 detector rails. Then put that away again because we won't need that. As you can see, over half my gold was used, but that's fine. We don't really use gold for anything else. Maybe if people are nice, they could donate some gold to me in thanks for using the slime farm. We've got plenty normal rails, so we'll just grab some of those. Right, to begin with, we're just going to actually lay down the tracks. So we're going to need some powered rails, some normal rails, and what I'm thinking is going to have a normal rail come here, out, probably along here. We won't need these, so put that away. Just dump it in this chest for now until I figure out where it's meant to go. Okay. So it'll come out. You will get a activator rail. That's going to be the last thing we have. So that's going to go like there. There. And then we'll probably need a powered rail. At least one or two. There. Alright. And then we'll build the minecart dispenser on the outside of the building. That's cool. Right, now we're going to go down. So we're going to go powered rail, corner, powered rail, corner, corner. And again. Alright. Now we just bring the rail around. I wonder. There we go, there's one. Activate a rail if I do it. I can't do it there anyway. So I want to keep the levers hidden if possible. I wonder if it'll activate it. Ay, mean building. Will it activate it if I do it like that? One block below. No, it won't. Okay, but it will if I put a torch there, if I'm not mistaken. That's fine. Torch it. Okay. Then here, you're going to have to. This is a rather small space to do it in, unfortunately. I'm going to have to put the detector rail here. You're going to put your activator rail there, and then your normal rail will just go around the back, and there you go. That should be fine now. And of course I left the minecarts at the top. Okay, so I have completed downstairs, but I have actually decided I'm going to change the whole thing later on. So what we're going to do is we're going to test the proof of concept, and you can see exactly what happens. Really looks strange. Kicks me out, and it's broken. What? Okay, so it turns out the redstone was going too close to this block here. I don't know why it would affect it still went away, but it was apparently. But it is now working. So here's how it works. You stand where the water used to be, you click a button, cast dispense, it comes round, you hop in, and up you go. Right, that's it for this episode. In the next episode we will complete downstairs, but I am going to pull out where the minecarts currently go. That needs to change a bit because I want to make that a little bit nicer and a little bit bigger. I will complete off camera the top section because it'll just come through the wall. So we'll have to add on a little bit to the building, but that shouldn't be a problem. We'll just add a little piece of extension here. You never have to go in it, so you don't have to see what's in there. And maybe an indicator to say whether or not there are minecarts in the dispenser, but I'll have to have a look at that. Right, if you have a comment or suggestion, please leave them below. And if you like the video, please leave a like. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.